The exact purpose of the appendix has been largely unknown throughout human history. A common misconception, popularised by the scientist Charles Darwin, is that the appendix is an evolutionary remnant from a time when it served a functional purpose for humans. However, that theory has since been debunked. It is now believed that it's a non-vital part of the immune system. The appendix and its purpose was something that I had never really considered, until that little fucker decided to play up me at the worst possible time. You see, in January last year, a group of 9 or so friends and myself travelled to Southeast Asia. For the first few days in Bangkok, I had constant, dull stomach pains that I dismissed as a reaction to the foreign food. After Bangkok, we travelled to the tropical islands in the Gulf of Thailand. Perhaps it was a prophetic sign of things to come, but on the ferry from the island of Koh Samui to Koh Tao, there was such bad storming that we almost died. It's a notoriously dangerous passage of sea that locals tend to avoid. It got so bad that the ferry captain instructed all the passengers to stand on one side of the boat to avoid capsizing. Eventually, we made it. Upon arrival, we were informed that due to the stormy weather, no boats would be leaving or entering the island for several days. We were completely stuck. In those isolated days, my stomach worsened. On the 26th of January, Australia Day, it became unbearable. These are some photos from that day. You can see me in the background drinking water. After some Googling, I self-diagnosed myself with appendicitis. Unfortunately, there was no hospital on the island. I'll spare you the descriptions of the following events, but you can imagine what happened. Eventually, that little fucker burst. Miraculously, about 5 hours after it did burst, the weather subdued and I was able to get a ferry to a hospital and into surgery. This is what that surgery would have looked like, I guess. Pretty gross. Thankfully, I lived to tell the tale. Mum and my brother came over and were with me in the Thai hospital while I recovered for 2 weeks. Not all was lost because my travel insurance company paid for a business class ticket home. And I've got a good scar.